What's going on, guys? Welcome to Houston versus Colorado post-game show. Colorado falls to 1-2. So I just finished watching the game. They fall to 1-2 right now, and it looked bad. It was bad. It was bad. I don't know where they go from here. But it's still time in the season to bounce back. But it's something that was very telling in this game. It's something that was very telling in this game, and we're going to talk about it. There was something that was very, very apparent in this game, and it had nothing to do with the score. There's something that was there's something that was extremely telling in this game. Extremely, extremely telling in this game. Do anybody know what it is? You said, my Lord, at least it wasn't Oregon. Oregon bad. Um, you said Juju not ready yet. That's what you got out of it. The receivers didn't show up. You say you think it's the cornerbacks? No, it's not the cornerbacks. Here's the thing. For them to be down by so much and they didn't put Salter in the game, that's very telling. It's very telling, like, for him not to put Salter or Juju in the game. Because at some point the game was over. Like, you could just tell, like, they needed a spark and they didn't have a spark. For them not to put the other two quarterbacks in the game is very telling. That was very telling. Yeah, the drops didn't help either. Yeah, I'm afraid it's going to be a long season. You got to take it week by week though. It's still early, it's what is this, the third game of the season? Well, it's getting into the point where they have to, right now they're 1-2. Yeah, I heard about the injuries. Well, okay, you said Pronky saying his team is overall better. Let me just say this. This is a rebuilding team. I had said this. The first year he took over, it was a massive overhaul. So many people left the team and he had to bring some people in. And then the second year, they got settled in with Shador and Travis and them. But then Shador and Travis and them left, they had to rebuild again. So he's in his second rebuilding phase. He's in a second rebuilding phase, and it's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a minute to actually get the team where he wanted. Because right now he got a quarterback situation. They're trying to find their identity at the quarterback situation. Now, like I said, it's very, very telling that he didn't put Salter in the game. There's a point where you can go with somebody else because you need some type of spark or you need a different look. Salter got legs to run, but they didn't put him in the game. That's very telling. It had to come down to attitude. His attitude, Coach Prime must not like his attitude. But yeah, man, it's he might. You said, let's see. Yeah, I saw his face on the bench. You mean at one point? Yeah, I saw it. What did you see, Rigo? Let's see if we saw the same thing. Yeah, it's his attitude, man. He's not gonna play this year for Colorado. He might as well redshirt. He done. Because Prime, brother, like he did not put him in. It's the wrong attitude. People don't see that. But I did see some. Let me see. Salter was. Yeah, I did see him skin. You did. Okay, I'm the only one. Okay, y'all saw that. Okay, I wasn't the only one. Okay, I wasn't the only one. Yeah, he done. If Coach Prime saw that, he's not playing for Colorado. He's never playing football again. He better red shirt. He better red shirt. Yeah, he was grinning. And now here's the thing. To be fair, I don't know what he was grinning at. Maybe he was laughing with somebody about something. And I noticed how none of the quarterbacks came to stop when he was on the sidelines. While he going over plays, to look at him when he's going over plays, nobody. He was just by himself. That locker room is I don't know. I don't know about this locker room. You said let's make sure we get context. We don't know what he was laughing at. All right, now, okay, I feel you. All right. Yeah, the defense wasn't there at all. They wasn't there, man. You said the team is divided. They could be. This gonna be a long season. It's gonna be long, bro. It's gonna be a long one. I'm not lying to you. It's gonna be a long situation here. This is long. This a long situation, man. All right, sorry about that. I'm just waiting for the press conference. Boy, this was so what do you guys think they should do for all the armchair coaches out there? What do you think should happen? You said I say go back to Salter. Let's play it out. He If it's his attitude, he's not gonna play him. I'm telling y'all that. It's not his skill set. It might be his attitude. And if that's the case, he's not gonna play him. And he didn't even put Juju in the game. I could see, putting another quarterback in just to get a better look, just to get another look at it. Yeah, he was laughing, but they told me, Jeremiah, let's just get context on why he was laughing. Uh-uh. Now, I would tell him to like, okay, you need the red shirt, but will he still get his money though if he red shirt? Is it a situation where you have to play to get paid, or can you redshirt and still get your money? I don't know. He may not can redshirt. I know he was smiling on the bench, but they told me that, I need some context to it. You said who is the leader on the team? I'm not sure. See, that's the problem they have because they every year they get so many people from that transfer portal. You don't have like it's hard to build some type of chemistry. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to because people don't play together. I mean, a lot of teams get people in, at key positions, quarterbacks. They make it work, but here I don't know. And then at the end of the game, like not the end of the game, but towards the end, they just kept throwing the ball. That was predictable at that point. But they were at the point where I guess why run the ball at this point because we're down by so much. And the crazy thing is, it got to be something with this offensive coordinator or something. Let me tell you why. You remember what's his name that was on the offensive line last year? That transferred in from Indiana and he went back to Indiana. What's his name again? He's starting at Indiana and they beat the brakes off their team today. And he's NFL bound. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know he's NFL bound? Did anybody know that? He's literally NFL bound. NFL bound. He will get drafted. Did y'all know that? He may have saved his career by leaving. He saved it. Did anybody know that? He's NFL bound. It has to be the offensive coordinator. It has to be. It has to be on all. Do y'all realize he is one of the top offensive linemen this year? Did y'all know that? It's got to be something with the coaching. It has to be. It has to be. So it'll be up to Coach Prime to figure this one out, to figure out what's going on here. He's gonna get drafted, D. He played today and they beat the brakes off their team. He was out there. He's number one on the depth chart in his position. He's the right tackle. He didn't give up a sack today at all. At all. Not one sack. So something. It's not Staub. It's not him. It's not Staub. Because he kept getting sacked. And the thing is, that offensive line for Colorado is too good to be giving up all them sacks. It has to be the coordination. It has to be. You said, let's not give Houston too much credit. They are not good. Yeah, he said it's Shermer. It has to be. Like I'm not in the one to blame game because, like I said, I've never been a coach before. But there's some key players that left. One is in the NFL. One of them that left that was on the offensive line. He's now in the NFL. But if he had stayed there, he would not have got to the NFL. He would not have. He would not have. That's just a fact. He would not have. He transferred and now he's on the roster in the NFL. Khalil Benson is NFL bound. He has an NFL grade. And he is just killing it right now. So it has to be the coordination. It has to be. It has to be the coordination. Justin Mayers, if he had stayed where he was, he would have went into the NFL. If he had stayed. I hate to say that. If he had stayed where he was, because he had an NFL grade. Sometimes you got to go and stay where you're at. Sometimes you do. You said, "Oh my God, trust me, Sean Lewis is not the guy." We're not talking about Sean Lewis. Sean Lewis is not even there anymore. Oh, somebody must have brought up Sean Lewis. Yeah, they can't get on the players here, man. It's not that. Because I'm like, I know a lot of people were saying, damn, Khalil Benson is trash. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's not trash. And he left. I guess he had to make a business decision. I gotta go back. I gotta go back to where I started. And he's starting too. Kermani McLean is starting. He's starting and NFL grade. Yo, it has to be the coaching, man. It has to be. Y'all didn't know he was starting. Yeah, he's starting. It gotta be. It was that coordination. That's what it was. And also, Colorado needs a line. They need a linebacker coach. I don't know who their linebacker coach is. They giving up too much of the run, and it's not the trenches fault. It's the second. It's the secondary after the trenches. Don't matter if he didn't have a good game last week. He's starting though. He's starting. And what do you mean by what you mean not a good game, like interception wise, or he did play all right? It's when the running back get past the line, then they get all those yards. Because teams feel like they can run at will on them. It has to be the coordination. It has to be. No, they can't. Colorado can run. They can run. They did it today. They can run. But I'm just giving you like the players that left. How are they all of a sudden doing well? It has to be the coordination. It has to be. But just to give you some type of what do you call it? It's not over yet because it's just still the beginning of the season. So the season is salvageable. It is. They can still get to a bowl game. No, for this one, it's not the offensive line coaching. It's the coordination. It's the play calling. That's what I'm saying. I think it's the play calling. You said, but let's also hold Prime accountable for giving Shermer a long leash. Damn, Jess, 90 tackles. Damn. He gonna be in the Hall of Fame first year. Oh, you were at the game? You said the play. Yes, the play we talking about. It's the play calling. Now the receiving core is not garbage. Now, did they drop some? Yes. But nah, the receiving core is good. Yeah, that team ran today. They sure did. They had a few bursts there. I would say it's still early. They could still turn it around, but they're gonna have it's now I know the coaches are gonna get on the players. No, it's the other way around. The coaches gotta have a meeting and they gotta figure out what they're doing wrong. It's the coaching. They gotta figure out what I'm telling you it's the coaching because Khalil Benson is one of the top offensive linemen in the country this year. And he wouldn't have been if he stayed there. He would have been on the bench. If he had stayed there, he would have been on the bench. So it is the coordination. So what they got to do is they got to find out what is it that they're doing wrong because the kids are playing hard out there. Yes, there was a few drop balls, stuff like that. But what is it that's going on with the coaching? It's the play calling. So they're gonna have to have a serious meeting and say, listen, we gotta do something different. We gotta mix it up a little bit. Okay. Because this ain't fair to Jordan Seaton. So and the other ones that came there. So y'all gotta like come up with some other better play calling. That's pretty much it. And then they probably could, do something this season. You see what I'm saying? It's still early, but it's still a rebuilding season though, because they lost so many people. Well, Jordan Seaton, anyway, he only got one more year. He got this year and next year, and he's out for the NFL. See, it's going to come down to Jordan Seaton's individual play for him to go high in the draft. It's not going to come down to the record. It's going to come down to what he did as an individual. But at a part of the game, I recommend they had to put the other quarterbacks in the game. Because try something else, see what's working. Maybe need to put another quarterback in the game. But it got to be the play calling though. I think so. You know? So I would say the coaches get together. I would say give the team off tomorrow and have the coaches come in. Don't work the players because it ain't the players. You know what I'm saying? Figure out what we need to do. Look at the playbook because maybe we need to do something else. That's it. But I don't know. I don't know exactly what it is. I'm just thinking maybe it's the play calling. It's the play call. It has to be because you had a player that they benched the first year. He goes to another team. Now he's in the NFL. And then you have Benson. He's back at Indiana. He not only is he starting, he has a pro grade, and he's one of the best in his conference. He's off to the NFL after this season. He literally saved his career by leaving. So it has to be the play caller. Has to be. And if it's the play calling, can't they just work out some more plays? I mean, what do y'all think? I would say talk to the players to figure out what they're comfortable with. That's where they need to start. They're like, okay, they got to realize, look, we're fucking up here. Let's see what y'all are comfortable in doing. You know? Yeah, I saw the Indiana score, and Benson was out there because I watched it doing his thing. So I would say, shake it up a little bit. Do something you haven't done. I don't see no flea flickers. I don't see no reverses. I don't see nothing. Like, I mean, give us some trick plays or something. Come up with something in the bag. I don't know. What do I know? I don't know. I was never a coach. I mean, somebody in here was a coach. Who was in here a coach? Somebody, like, let me know if you were a coach. Let me know what they need to do. There's somebody in here that has coached before, whether it's Pop Warner or something. Somebody tell me something. Like, what do they need to do? Because now all the other teams in the Big 12 is going to say we're going to run the ball down their throat. You said they had one shuffle play score. That was it. That was on Staub. That shuffle play was Staub idea. He came up with that. That wasn't design. He had to do that. Okay, now we're talking. I know somebody here was coaches. Let me see what y'all saying. I know you saying start Salter. You had said that last time. So damn guys, it may not have been Salter. It may not have been him. You know the crazy thing is, it may not have been him. No, here's the thing. You said no gap integrity on defense. Yeah, I heard people saying that. Damn, no, is the press conference on, guys? I don't see it. Is there a press conference yet? I don't see it yet. Um, you said head coach Prime needs to take the blame. He did last week. You said everybody was caught up on Staub Delaware performance. All right, L Will. Yeah. L Will, I knew you was gonna I knew it. I knew it. I was waiting. I was like, all right, he ain't here yet. I knew he gonna come and say it like, yeah, yeah. What were y'all saying now? Yeah, what were y'all saying now, man? No, he do that, D. Jess, he's not a troll. That's his kick. He always talk about Shane Coates. You know, coaching can only go so far. The players have to also want it. Maybe that's it right there. I don't know what it is, man. I'm just thinking it might be the play calling. You said this is a 4 to 5 win team. Shit, if that, bro. I'm being honest with you. The way they played today, they lucky they win 4. They got to try something different. Damn, Lee says Salter's not good either. Juju surely not ready. You said Shador could come back. No, he can't come back. You said lucky to win four. The way, like, if they keep playing like this, they lucky to win another one. That's it. Remember, we getting in Big 12 play. This is Big 12 play now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. Let me see what you say here. No, that's Jess saying he should come back. Don't, man, Jess be just trolling. Nah, Shador not coming back. He can't. He already got drafted. He can't come back to college. You said, sir, you were afraid to say it, Pat Shermer. I already said it. Well, like, I said it's the play calling. Pat Shermer is the offensive coordinator, correct? I said it already. I said it's the play calling, I think. I mean, is the press conference on now? That's what I'm looking for. Well, I'm at least play the audio. You know how they be doing. They be like copywriting people, man. Hold up, let me see if I can find it. This is like what you call a dagger loss. This could really take the heart out. This could really take the steam out if they don't get it together. This could really break them here. That kind of loss, because Houston is not that. They didn't really. They did enough to win, but they wasn't really wowing me today. You said they have to catch the ball. Yeah, that didn't happen either. But they caught a few plays. But yeah, Houston wasn't really like wowing it for me. I'm not trying to hate on them. You said did Prime tell you to say he was mad? Who said that? You said I'm a big Prime fan. I never blame him for anything, but he is accountable for this. Well, he already said. Remember last week that he said it was my bad. He said he take the credit for this, so he already said it. But my thing is, what do they need to fix though? Is it the coaching or is it some play calling or because at this point you ain't got nothing to lose. You might as well just switch up everything. Yeah, Houston, I don't know, man. They didn't wow me today, but they did enough to win. I got to give them that. My bad. I'm looking for this press conference. Let me see. Nope. That's interesting. Yeah, they're gonna have to make some adjustments, because it's still early in the season to turn it around. Like, okay, I remember Staub was talking about some doing options and stuff. Do they have the option to run option plays to change it up? Audibles, I mean. Can they change it up if he don't like what he see on the defense, if he see a certain look, can he change up? You said Salt ain't no better in NYC. You said struggling versus Delaware. Damn. And my mic went out. All right, I'm back. You said you actually in Houston? Oh, Houston post game is on. Yeah, if you see Colorado, let me know. Because I'm waiting on it. I don't see it. This is really a tough loss. And the crazy the one thing that I noticed, he didn't even put Salt in the game. Not even at the end. You know what I'm saying? Didn't even like the change up. That means he was not going with him no matter what. Yeah, they didn't even put Juju in. So I don't know what's going on, man. Thomas said they had a lot of drops. Well, we're gonna see what happens, man, moving forward. Jess said mod at quarterback. Just be trolling. Yeah, this one stings, man. It stings pretty bad. Yeah, this a stinger. But like I said, Houston did enough to win. So they must be rebuilding their team too. You said fitness F at quarterback. Thomas said it's the players. He said some people just talking to entertain themselves. Well, what you think it is, D? What's the problem? What you think the problem is? Yeah, they had a lot of high school recruits that played. They had a freshman played, started the last 3 games. You said so many things. I got a headache. I know it's crazy. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. Cece said CU needs prayer. It could be that locker room too. Because Thomas said that he never seen so many drop balls before. Yeah, they were dropping them. They were. Like maybe you ever thought about this? Maybe they still rebuilding. Maybe they don't have the players yet. You ever thought about that? Or maybe they just had an off game. Sometimes you have that. Sometimes you just have a game where nothing is going right. It happens. You said players make plays. It's the coaches need to take. Yeah. Yeah, my mic. He said not an off game like that. I mean, it happens. You said where is Otis? Yeah, I didn't see him in the game. You said at least they didn't get Green 50-0. Yeah, at least they didn't get, and you might as well called it a blowout because they couldn't get nothing going, CC. Oh, the pressure started. All right, thanks. Did it really? Let me see.
What I just said in the locker room to the team.
I don't see it. I see Houston post game. I see Houston post game press conference. Let me see. Maybe they ain't gonna have one. I don't see it. You said once they come back from commercial. I don't know, L Will. I mean, it might be. I'm looking for it. It might take a while because they, he probably still talking to the team, stuff like that. I mean, is Coach Prime talking on Sports Center right now? Hold on. I'll catch it later then, I guess. I'll just catch it later, man. I'll catch the press conference later because I don't want to get copywritten. What ESPN got me before. I don't want to use them. I'll just catch it later, man. Because I played them, man, and next thing you know, because ain't nobody playing them, they be sitting up there striking people. I would say at this juncture, it's still not over. I mean, make some adjustments and come back. You win some, you lose some, man. Hold on one second. Yeah, man, you win some, you lose some. Will said, Max, if they stick with Staub, it's over. Yeah, well, I'm not trying to like pick on Staub. Just let you, I mean, not Staub. Salter. I'm not. He was sitting up there laughing, yo. He was. I don't know what he was laughing at. I guess he was like in his mind, like I told you. I told y'all wouldn't listen. I don't know. I don't know what he was laughing at. I know Bucky gonna pick it up on that camera though, so we'll wait for his edits and see what's going on. He be picking up everything on that camera for sure. Man, Shannon Sharp and them gonna have a Fields day on this one on the nightcap. I don't know, but to be fair, I don't know what he was laughing at. But he when Staub got sacked, the camera. See, the camera is diabolical. The network camera, they diabolical. They went right to Salter's face, and he's sitting there laughing. So if that's the case, then man, Juju didn't even get in the game. I mean, when it's down like that, you might as well just put whoever in the game. Just to see if you can get another look. You said, "Let me chill, let me chill." Yeah, that's how I be. Sometimes you just gotta chill, man. It is what it is. Anthony Hall said, "If you lose three receivers to the NFL and a quarterback, what you expect?" I know. I mean, they did. It's a rebuilding thing. I said it. They might be rebuilding because they did lose a lot to the draft. Shit, they lost a Heisman Trophy winner and two receivers to the draft. Other two receivers. They lost a lot. Damn, Paul Feinbaum criticized. He said, "Damn, man, they going hard, man." I know Shannon and them on the nightcap they gonna have a Fields day, bro. He gonna be like, "They in trouble, Ocho. They in trouble. Oh, they can't catch the ball, Ocho." And then Ocho gonna be like, "Well, yeah, but the season's still early, Unc. You know what I'm saying? The season's still early, Unc." You said maybe K Salt will play next week. He might. Yeah, man. I just honestly think they still got to get a few more pieces together. But I don't know. Is it like could they call some different plays at least? Like at this point, man, show me some flea flickers or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't coach, so I have to listen to people that has coached before. So like I said, we got some coaches. Y'all let me know. Like, let me see something different, NYC. Let me see some option plays, or let me see some uh let me see some. I don't know. I don't know what I'm looking for until they show me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm looking for because I've never been a coach. What I'm looking for, NYC, show me. Tell hey Thomas, you listening? What do we need, man? Thomas gonna go back to the drop ball situation. They did drop a lot of balls, y'all, for real. They did. His star was humming that ball, man. He was humming it. He was. He was getting that ball out, but he was getting sacked though. He got to let that ball go. You say need a whole new playbook. Like, see, Thomas saying it's the players. They were dropping some balls, man. They were. And Thomas Salter's sitting up there laughing, man. And the camera showed him. He always get caught. The camera shows him. Like Staub had went out, got sacked. Salter sitting there laughing, yo. The camera is diabolical, man. They set him up. He's sitting up there laughing. He said Staub was throwing at the wide receiver ankles, throwing behind wide receivers. L Will ain't no, you ain't got no chill, man. You just like, man, you just like whatever, man. You said Salt is salty. Yeah, he is salty, man. Yo, L Will, at least you keep it 100. So you know what I'm saying? I respect that. NYC keep it 100 too, man. All y'all do. But can I just say that it's still early in the season, or y'all not buying that? Can we just say that? It's still early in the season. Maybe they need to make an adjustment, then it'll be straight. But you know, you're gonna win some, you lose some. I mean, sometimes you're just gonna lose, man. Nah, they don't look like it. They didn't look the part today. I ain't lying to you. They didn't look the part, yo. Thomas said that they made those catches. It's a different game. They didn't, Thomas. They didn't make those catches. You said only bowl they going to is, come on, Jess. Jess, come on, man. Come on, Jess. Jess, for the past 3 years, come on, Jess. Come on, man. Shane ain't there no more, Jess. You said the receivers look inexperienced. Actually, what's his name is not, but I guess that stage is bigger. RLC said new playbook. You said there is just entertaining. He always been doing that for 3 years, D. And he's not a troll because he's been on the panel before. He said, "Yeah, Max, I just be doing that just to have fun." You know what I'm saying? The last thing he said, Shane is had 30 tackles today or something. He said it's hilarious when he'd be like, "You said if I was Coach Prime, I would cut out all filming the team until they make the bowl a win." You thinking that's an issue when they filming the team? You think that you mean behind the scenes at practice? I don't think that's it. because we knew Staub was starting. But you know the crazy thing is, for coach not to take him out, he may not have thought it would stop. Like now, Thomas keeps saying it's the drop balls. So I knew somebody that coach. He said the filming is not the issue. He was like, that's not it. He said you can get a few things from the film, but he said they don't show the whole practice, you know, for that to be an issue. I mean, y'all ain't buying that, huh? When I said it's still early in the season, y'all really not, yo. Y'all really not buying that. I'm like, nah, Max, come on, man. D said style was not the entire problem. He was one point the defense, the inexperience, the drop balls, play call. Yeah, I rock with that on D. I feel you on that. It's the whole thing. You said we got a troll starting that. You said we got a troll starting that. Say he not a troll. I mean, come on, man. Ben could play. He worked for that. He worked for that. Yeah, just overall, they just look bad today. It happens. Maybe they just had a bad week. You know what I'm saying? I remember I was playing ball and nah, that's not a good example. You know why? My high school team was trash. I'm just telling y'all that. Trash, yo. Our first year, the first year I played, well, it was actually my freshman year. I went up to varsity. Guys, we were so trash that at one point they had me playing center. As small as I was, yo. Playing center. I'm talking about on the offensive line, playing center. It's like, yo, we need you to snap the ball. Because I was a long snapper. I did the long snap, and they were like, nah, we need you at center. I said, bro, I'm not no center. I don't even have a pass for that. They made me go to center, man. You know how crazy that was? They had me at center in a varsity game, and I'm a freshman. Dude. And look, we was in the huddle, right? Because back then we used to huddle. I don't know why Colorado don't huddle. They might need the huddle. Because in the huddle, one of the receivers like, yo, I'm about to beat my man. Yo, I'm beating him. Stop. Just look out for me. I'm beating him. They need to get in the huddle. But check this out, right? Look, I'm gonna make y'all laugh real quick. Maybe we need to hold on. Let me just see something real quick. See, that's why I can't talk because y'all notice I don't be like really criticizing like that because, bro, my high school team was so trash. Yo, they had me at center my freshman year. Because what happened was the coach told me because I was playing freshman ball in JV, right? I wasn't expecting to go to varsity, but they had so many injuries. So they said, listen, we need you to suit up. So you got to come get fitted because I didn't have a varsity uniform. So I had to go get fitted for one. Well, no, I gave them my measurements. They gave me my uniform. And so I'm they was like, yeah, you just holding a roster spot and you're not expecting to get in the game except for special teams. I'm like, all right, cool. I wasn't even expecting to get in at special teams, but they put me in special teams. But he told me to get in, and he told me the position, go ahead and get in. I didn't have my helmet, and he started yelling at me. And then I told my positional coach, I'm like, yo, I'm going in at center. He said, yeah. He said, you practice during practice at center. He said, I said, I thought that was for emergency purposes. Yo, they had me at center, dog. I got my ass whooped at center, and that was like 100. You guess how much I weighed, yo? 175 pounds at center playing varsity. Now you tell me that sound right to you? Yeah, man, center, man. That's how hurt we were. We didn't have a lot of people. We had so many injuries. Thank you, Reginald Green. Let me see what he's saying. He said, play call, run the ball with Salter and running back take up on the clock. Houston was injured on offense. They were. I heard that. I saw that. The defense, which was the issue today. Fire Pat. Thank you for the blessing, Reginald Green. Y'all heard that right there. A lot of y'all said that. All right, so that's it right there. Yeah, I was asking a few people, Reginald. You probably heard it earlier. Like, what's the deal? Because I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what the deal is. I know some people like, how you don't know what the deal is, man? I don't. I don't know what. I don't know what the deal is. Maybe I thought Houston had their number, but y'all saying the play calling, it's a combination of everything, and the drop balls and everything like that. Oh yeah. You say you was at the game. Oh, okay. You went to the University of Houston. Okay. Thank you for the blessing again. Okay, so he went to the University of Houston. He's an alumni there. But I know y'all had fun at the game, though. At least, right? At least you had fun at the game. So I wish I was there. Yo, Colin was there. Did you see Life in Football? He was out there. Bro, speaking of Life in Football, right? I was watching his live chat. It was like maybe day before yesterday when he was talking about Shador not playing. Even he was criticizing uh Cleveland. You know, he always got something positive to say. I was like, damn, Cleveland really messing up. For him to talk like that, Cleveland really fucking up. They really fucking up. For him to say, damn, what y'all doing? Because they not giving Shador any reps. You said no, you didn't have fun at least? You said it was humid. Oh, you San Diego girl, so you didn't like okay. But cool, that's oh, okay. Hold on, Thomas. Let me see something real quick. All right. Fox News is one of those people that they be copywriting. I'm gonna have to just let y'all hear it. Now I'm gonna give y'all the link if y'all want it. Let me know if y'all can hear it. Let me give you the link.
Can somebody please ask them to quiet so they. Thank you all for coming. Wasn't good. I'm lost for words. I just spoke to the team on several thoughts that came to mind. As no one could have told me that this game was going to turn out like this with the week of preparation that we had, with the meetings that we had, with the film study and the preparation that we had. No one could have told me that it was going to turn out like this. But
Hey, real quick, this is for all my coaches. If you ever coach, just listen to what he's saying, and maybe you'll get the answers here now on what happened. Because he did not remember he did not play Salter or Juju at the end. So we'll see what he say.
oh Lord, thank you. Thanking God for not allowing me to say what I wanted to say. Wasn't good. Wasn't good at all. I take full responsibility of the foolishness that went on out there that we tried to name football. We tried to call it football. It wasn't that. We got to do better in every phase of the game. We got to do better preparing our kids. We got to do better, period. Let's go.
Nikki, go ahead and start.
Hi, Coach. Nikki Edwards, Yahoo Sports. How would you assess Ryan Staub's performance?
Staub didn't play well. I saw what you saw. He did not play well today. That wasn't his best, to say the least.
Adam, go ahead.
Hi, Coach. Houston had the ball for almost 13 minutes in
Yep.
the third quarter. Did it feel like that's when they kind of seized momentum? And
Statistically, in the first half, looking at the statistics at halftime, statistics could be misleading, but it was a pretty close-knit game except for a couple categories. But when you come out in the second half, I think they had the ball for 13 more minutes than we did. And it's normally when you give up 200 yards rushing, that's not in a winning cause. So we got to do much better on stopping the opposing team from running the football, but we got to do much better in keeping control of the ball so the opposing team don't have that type of time of possession.
Matt, go ahead.
Coach, what specific areas do you feel like you're falling below your own expectations? Or is it just
Every. Yeah, every.
Brian, go ahead.
Coach, defense, I know you guys have a lot of new faces this year, but with Coach Livingston back, I'd be surprised that the defense is struggling the way they are.
We're not struggling. We're getting our butts kicked. You don't have to be polite with me. You don't have to sugarcoat it. I come from a mama who kept it a buck with me, so let's keep it a buck. We're getting our butts kicked. We're not successful on either side of the ball as we would wish to be.
On that side specifically, though, why do you think they're struggling so much?
Guys are not making plays. You see what I see. You got a sack, you miss a sack. Got to play, you miss a play. We can't give up explosions because explosion plays lead to touchdowns. And we can't continue to miss tackles because those things leads to first downs. First down leads to touchdowns. We got to do better, but we got to coach them up better.
Scott, go ahead.
Coach, offensively, with a lot of talent at receiver, running back, and improve offensive line, what do you think's prevented you guys from finding an identity offensively?
That's a great question. That's a really fantastic question. I feel as though we have the players with the ability to be physical and run the darn football. But we started off, TFL, I think on the first or second play of the darn game. Like, you can't start out like that with a guy blitzing from the backside and catching you or hitting you in the mouth with it. We can't do those type of things. We prepare too much to understand what the opposition is doing. It's not like it surprises. You know what's coming. We just got to make the plays.
Leo, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, you touched on, preparation for practice and said you guys had a good week.
Yeah.
Is there something you got to change then if, your good week leads to a performance like this?
Yeah, night games. We get us our butt kicked tonight. We normally get our butts kicked tonight.
Why do you think that is?
Maybe because we're a morning practice team. Maybe because when we even try to implement and change the schedule to accommodate the young men to flip their bodies, the timetable and the sleep patterns and all of that, we try to do everything we can to accommodate what's going on, because we can't place blame on what time the darn game is. They playing the same darn time we playing. They just getting the upper hand.
Tyler, go ahead.
Coach, last week, Ryan had the 2-minute drill to kind of get himself in rhythm really
Right.
quickly in that game. This week, obviously, it took until the end of the first half to get going.
Right.
Offensively. Did that kind of lack of rhythm, did you see mount itself as the drives kept going offensively? The 3 and outs kept piling up?
When 3 and outs piled up, that's a lot of pressure placed on the defense. And sooner or later, you're going to implode. I don't care who you are. You're going to implode unless you get a big play on special teams. And the kicker did a fantastic job. I mean, he was nailing. How many field goals he hit today? I don't even know. It was crazy. I know he missed a couple, thank God. But he was awesome. He was awesome today. And prayers goes out to all those guys that were injured. I know one guy really got injured that got taken off in the cart. Prayers to him, he and his family.
Romy, go ahead.
Coach, I realize the game just ended, but how do you manage your quarterback situation going forward?
I have no idea. I have no idea right now. Right now, I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about what transpired and how can we prevent what transpired from happening again. I'm trying to self-analyze, like me first. What can I do better?
Anything else for Coach? Go ahead.
Yeah.
I know you guys are rotating a lot of guys, and maybe it's hard to single out some guys, but it's like Tawfiq Meyer came in and played as well as he's played some more this year.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's hard when you get your butt kicked. You singling one guy to play well. I'm not that kind of coach. You know, we lost. It ain't no we lost and one guy won. That don't work. I'm not looking that deep into it. I see what I see when the game is transpiring, and I'm trying to fix it as it's unfolding right before your eyes. What you see, I see. Sometimes what you see, I probably saw it a few seconds earlier, and I kind of heard it going down, and I knew what was going to transpire. We got to do better, man. We're a much better team. We got to do better. Nobody could have told me that was going to go down like that. There's no way.
Tyler, go ahead.
Coach, Simeon had the big touchdown run in the
Yeah.
first half too. Just a couple. I know you guys are down, so you're passing the ball on 1 second.
Yeah.
I feel like he's a guy that could be a bigger part of the offense.
Depends on the rhythm and the flow in the game. And, you know, some guys do certain things better than other guys. And dealing with the plays that's called, you got to go with what's called and trust our coaches doing a great job of putting the right guy in for the play that's called.
Two more, Brian. Go ahead.
Tremendous run, though. Proud of him.
Coach, maybe this is a better question for Tuesday when we see you again, but you mentioned the night games. The next two are 8:15 p.m.
Yeah.
What do you guys do?
We got to do better. We got to do better. I'm just saying that. Like night games. It is what it is, but we got to do better. It's not night games. When we score 30 points or more, we win. When we don't, we lose. Simple. We got to bit more production. We got to start stopping people so we could have possessions a little more so we could do something with the ball. How you guys doing? Y'all all right? Y'all good? Awesome.
Coach, I was just wondering what your message to the group was. I don't like to ask private stuff.
I don't even remember. I go off emotions. I don't write nothing down. I go off emotions. I go off feelings. I go off what God has feed me. And I don't even know. I'm sure Bucky recorded it, but I don't know. You really don't see them when we get our butts kicked. You see them when we win. No.
Scott, go ahead. Last one.
Coach, you mentioned like nobody could have told you that this was
Right.
part of the way it was. Did you going into this one? Did you like the offensive plan and kind of
Yeah.
what you guys had?
You think I'm gonna go into a game and don't like what we're gonna do? That don't make sense. No, I'm going. I like what we saw on film and the opportunities that the film showed us that we could take advantage of. I like the plan. I mean, I meet with the coordinators before we even get on the plane on a Thursday this time, or Wednesday as well. So I know, and I know what I want to see. I kind of know what we're planning to do. But I'm telling you, man, we had a wonderful week of practice, a wonderful week of preparation. So I'm still dumbfounded on what transpired. You guys tell me.
Thanks, Coach.
All right. God bless you, man. You guys have a safe trip home, please. We got to coach.
All right, what do you guys think? You said we got TCU, ASU, right? BYU. You said, Lord have mercy. Yeah, the season is gonna get Um, you said lose. Oh, let me go back. Yeah, he said he wasn't expecting that. So the thing is, like, what happened? Because it's what somebody told me is how you lose. It's not like losing, but it's how you lose. It wasn't a competitive game, but unless they just had their number today. But like I said, there were a lot of drop balls and stuff. Yeah, he big mad. So they practicing tomorrow. But here's the thing: is there something wrong with the locker room? He got to find that out. Is it could they run better plays? I don't know. Like that, I don't know. Like I don't know because I'm not at the practice. So I'm only going by what I see in the game. You know, I don't know. Um, I just only thing I say is the only reason why I say is it the play calling is because I don't know, bro. I don't know. I would be lying to you if I said I know. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm not like shocked at a loss. I mean, you win some, you lose some, but it's how you lose it. Like this wasn't really a competitive game. I almost feel like they beat themselves in this game, so to speak. That's what it felt like. It felt like they lost the game. It didn't feel like they got beat. It felt like they gave the game away. That's what it feels like to me. I guess that's why coach is really kind of disappointed. That's the way it feels. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to hate on Houston at all. Houston did enough to win this game. Okay. Houston is undefeated. Okay. So maybe Houston, I mean, they did enough to win the game. They also undefeated at this point. They're 3-0. So but here, okay, let me ask you guys a question. How come they didn't play Salter? Because the only reason why I say that is because if you're losing, if you want to try something different, at least put them in. You know, they do for a better look, like to give whatever for a boost on the team. And like I said, I had said earlier he was laughing on the sidelines. I don't know what he was laughing at. You know, I don't want to make it seem like I'm picking on him. I don't know what he was laughing. He could have been laughing about anything, but it's just that the camera during the game panned to his direction, and he was laughing after Staub got beat up out there after he took that sack. So I don't want to make it seem like I'm picking on a kid, man. Um, yeah. So I don't know, man. Do they go back to Salter? I mean, why not put him in the game today though? Because he can literally win with his legs. He can. Yeah, try to stick to their plan and play stuff right. They can't just randomly change. Oh yeah, K State. I know they lost. Okay, there's video footage of him talking. So yeah, like I said, I don't want to like I'm picking on the kid. So he more than likely was helping. That's what's up. But at this point, they might need to go back to him. Go back with Salter. Because you know why I say that? The last game Salter played, he didn't do bad at all. They pulled him too early. He didn't do bad. He ran in for a touchdown. He did what you're supposed to do. He drove the ball down the field. He did what he was supposed to do, and he ran in for the touchdown. Maybe they calls for that. Maybe the receivers don't what know the plays really or something. I don't know. Yeah, I know, Thomas. They weren't catching that ball, man. You know what somebody had said? I don't know if it was I forget who said this. They said the players need to go back to the fundamentals of catching the ball. And he was saying it's not just college, it's NFL. He said they need to catch the ball first and then run and then figure out what they're going to do after that. But they got to go back to the fundamentals of catching the ball, learning how to catch the ball again, and then go from there. Anyway, man, you have bad weeks. Maybe this is just a rough week for them. Sometimes you're going to have those rough weeks. But it's the bounce back. It's how you bounce back, though. You said we did the Juju hype. We did the Staub hype. Now, finish with Salter. Got to go back, L. Will. Got to go back to him. This is last season, so might as well go ahead and go with him. He did take, what bowl game did he go to with Liberty? I forget it. It's a main one. He went to a good bowl game. Yeah, they need something. They need a sport because it's still early. I mean, they 1-2. The record is 1-2. Got to start winning some ball games. They'd be fine. Thomas, you seem to think it was all on the receivers today, huh? I like what I see on certain things on defense with what's the twin name? Like Twin? Yo, Twin can play. Twin can play. What's his name? I know he's identical twin. Yo, that dude could play. It's like he gets that to the quarterback at will. They can't stop him. If you notice that. They cannot stop dude. Whenever he's in a game, if he decides to rush the quarterback, they're not going to stop him. Wade, he might be NFL, man. They can't stop him. How fast is he? He must be fast. I'm thinking Wade might be close to like a 4.4. He might be very fast. But I know the fact of the matter is they cannot stop him. No team can. No team. And this is when he decides he wants to go for if the quarterback is dropping back and he decides he want to rush he's blitzing, they can't stop him. There's no way they can stop him. And I also like Arden Walker. Arden Walker has gotten better. And I would have loved to see Jaheim Otis out there, but the thing is, I didn't see him out there. Yeah, what's up with Wade, yo? They can't stop him, and it started last season. Remember, he was on the bench, right? And then all of a sudden he started playing, and here he go with getting these sacks. And he almost did he get a sack today? He may not have got a sack, but he had a hurry today. He did have a few hurries, and he did have a few hits on the quarterback today. I saw it. So I always look at stuff like that. And they need to put Carter Startmeyer in the box. McKinney, he probably was on an island of his own today. They didn't really throw his way. So I didn't hear much of McKinney today. That's the only thing I know. Like, I know they have really good personnel. Like, because if you look at the defense, there's a lot of positives on that defense. Wade is a positive. Wade is going to go to NFL. He's going to because I don't know if he's going to stay at his position or whatever it is. He's doing something right. Because I'm always seeing him touching a quarterback or in the quarterback's face. And I'm trying to figure because I be kind of watching in not isolation mode, but my eyes are watching him to see what exactly he's doing. Man, he doing all type of swim moves, all types of stuff getting past that offensive lineman. Offensive lineman can't hold him. Or Arden Walker. So that's who I was watching throughout today's game. I was watching Arden Walker and I was watching Wade. I didn't see Jaheim out there. I think they might need to have him out there too. But other than that, the linebackers, like I said, yeah. Wade is kind of like a hybrid. You know what I'm saying? He's like a linebacker, like edge rusher. He's a hybrid. He don't have to put his hands in the dirt. He can just stand up the whole time. Because he can also cover the flat. Like if he could cover it from sideline to sideline, so to speak. Arden Walker can do the same thing. He's also sideline to sideline. He hustles. That's what I like about them too. You said Vickers should have just stayed home. You're talking about Makari Vickers. So they have some positives on the team, and also the running back. They have some good running backs on the team. That's another positive thing, right? So we got to play to the only reason why I'm saying that is because we got to play to their strengths. Okay, what other strengths they had? They didn't get Omarion touches in the game like they're supposed to, or Miller. They didn't get him no touches either. Not too many, like that's coming his way. So, but the running back play was pretty good. Maybe in conjunction with Salter, they'll be dangerous. So I don't know. Well, the run game is there, but they vacated it because, I guess they felt like they was like down in the score and they felt like they had to throw the whole time. No, they vacated that run. Even though they did get stopped a few times, you just got to keep trying it. Because what's his name did break one open. Random question at this moment. Who do you think is the best quarterback that will probably declare for the 2026 draft? You talking about throughout the league? There's a few people, man. I mean, everybody waiting on Arch. We'll see what Arch is going to do. The kid from what's the other kid from Ohio State? You said we wish we had Lamar Jackson as our quarterback. Shit, man. Like Lamar was great. He was in college. He won a Heisman Trophy, didn't he? Yeah, Lamar was great. But like I said, I never coached a game before. I'm looking at the game from a whole different perspective. I like, I was just watching. It was a few people on the offensive line I was watching. Seaton had a pretty decent game. He did. He had a really decent game. I was watching him. He did what he had to do. It's a few positives. Larry Johnson the third. He's pretty good. He's an NFL offensive lineman. He did pretty good. But I didn't really keep up with them a lot. I was really watching that defensive line and Wade and the boys. I was watching them. Yeah, Seaton was on the island by himself today. He's just doing his job. That was it. You said I say get Juju ready for week 5. I mean, at this point, it wouldn't hurt. But how about Salter? He's the elder statesman. Like, how about the experience he has? We went to a major bowl game. Do I think Seaton will leave? I mean, I don't want to wish that on them. I'd rather for players not to hit the portal. I'm not a fan of that, so I'm going to say no. I'm not a fan of players just leaving like that. Like, you got to stick it out. He's going to get to the NFL regardless, because remember, we're watching him as an individual on his plays. And he did really well today just as an individual. So, no, he'll be fine. You said stick with Salter and then ride it out. But then again, like I said, you said the O-line was hurting people. Well, I mean, the O-line, I mean, yeah, Seaton, just as an individual, just watching him today, yeah, he did his job. He did very well. Because I made it my business just to watch him. I said, let me see what he's doing on that left side. Let me see what it, because I was like, where's the sacks coming from? It definitely wasn't coming from him. It was coming from the interior. And you know where it was coming from? The blitz as well. Those blitzes, that's where it's coming from as well. But it wasn't on Seaton. There was one play where Seaton picked up 2 blockers. He was blocking one person, then he went and blocked somebody else and came back to the other guy. That's a pretty good offensive lineman to do that. Yeah, I think he'll stay. After this season, he only had one more season, and he'll be declaring for the draft after next season. So they have some good recruits coming in. So I mean, remember, like Colorado was still rebuilding after the hit they took last year. Everybody went to the draft, so it's like rebuilding part 2 again. But I like what he did with the offensive line for sure, and I like the defensive line too. I like with Amari McNeil. I like his play. He's really solid as well when he's in the game. He's actually gotten bigger. Yeah, the O-line did their job. Some of those sacks, one of the sacks wasn't the offensive lineman's fault. Staub held on to the ball too long. So that wasn't on the offensive line. I'm talking about, I think it was the first sack of the game. Either the first or the second sack of the game. When you go watch the highlights, you'll see it. When he got sacked, the offensive line moved the guy out the way, and then he still held on to the ball. That's not the offensive lineman's fault. Hold on one second. Yeah, man. Yeah, with the offensive linemen, yeah, them couple sacks there wasn't their fault. Just he held on to the ball too long. It happened with the right tackle. If you go look at it, the right tackle, he was moving the guy back. He was moving, you know how the guy's curling in? He was moving him out of the way and then still held onto the ball, and the guy came back and got him. That's not because at that point, the offensive lineman can't do anything, or he'll pick up a penalty if he hit him from where the guy can't see. So it's just all about moving them out of the way. So he moved them. They did their job. Shit, in the Power 5, you only get, 2.5, 3 seconds anyway. You got to let that ball go. What's up, Thomas? Well, let me see. Oh, you got your mic muted. It's not me. Hold up, did it? Is it me? Yeah, you got your mic muted, Thomas. Yeah, the one tight end, he did drop the ball. It was a lot of drop balls today, for sure. That offense don't utilize tight ends. That's another thing. What's up with utilizing the tight end play? I don't get that. I mean, I know you got to use them to block, but sometimes you got to use them. You know, on certain plays where it's like they could be decoys, like they acting like they're blocking and they go out and catch a play and burn you. How come they don't do that?
You hear me on the stage?
Hold on, let me take this picture down. Let me see. Let me take this down. Can y'all okay, I see y'all. Okay. Let me see. Let me just take this off. Yeah, what's going on, y'all? How's everybody doing? Reginald, what's going on? Thomas, how you doing?
Dozer, what's up, everybody? What's up, Nation?
Oh
Hey,
man,
what is
this
it?
Man, that was a
Reginald, you
rough
was
one.
at the game, right? You was at the game.
Yeah, I was at the game. I seen it clear as day. Houston, to be honest, was playing with second and third string on offensive line and defensive line, including they running back. They two starting running backs were injured, and that was the Connor was originally a third string running back, and they played the fourth string. So that was a game for Colorado to win. But if they would have played Case Salter, I'm not gonna lie to you, Pat Shermer play calling, he needs to go. They need a new offensive coordinator, and Coach Prime need to not be buddy buddy and be a real hard coach. And because from what I see, he needs to be fired because this is college and this is not the pros. And you trying to win games. Kay Salter was fit to win this game. And even though I'm a Houston alumni and I went to the University of Houston, I'm glad they won, but Kay Salter could have won the game because it would have kept the defense off the field. Houston was already injured on defense, and it could have been an easy pound the ground game. And then plus Colorado receivers not up to par, so that's how I feel about the game. And I'm from Houston, and I'm a Houston alumni, and I'm clearly watching the game from just the point of view where I'm watching.
Wow. Yeah. So you were there. You saw all of that. And you said Houston, they were playing their second, third string. Man, they had a lot of injuries, you told me. Man, and they had somebody got injured in the game. Man, that's crazy. Thomas, you said they had a lot of drop balls. That's what you were saying.
Oh, it was all kind of stuff. And they cheated them again. Because that scrimmage play, he caught the ball nose over the line of scrimmage. That should have been pass interference. And that fake flag on Vickers, that was horrible. That should have been an offensive pass. It was so. Let me hold on for a second.
To be honest, the penalty didn't matter because Colorado could have still won this game. It's the play calling and the people, personnel who you have in the game. They were supposed to win it. And I'm looking at it from an honest standpoint. Regardless, people got to get fired.
It wasn't the play. No, ain't none of that. It's the players got to make their catches. Staub was 12 for 16 going into halftime. Then he come out of halftime. What happened?
Hold on.
Wait a minute, bro. I'll let you. You had what you said you got to say. So first offensive series, what happened? They run the ball one time. They get like 2 yards, 2nd and 8. They do 2 quick passes, drops, in and out. This right after Houston just had the ball till 6 minutes. Houston had the ball for 6 minutes to kick the field goal. Bucks get the ball back, 3 and out, drops. Back on defense. This is when I think they did the little weak pick play and kept going where they should get off the field. See, you don't get back on the field to like 2 minutes left. What happens again? Another 3 drops. Joe Williams dropped a 40-yard bomb. What's the other? Sincere 20-yard bomb drop. Both Millers dropped. It was more drops in this game than CU had in combined all of last year. Old Miller only dropped the ball twice in 2 years. He had 3 drops tonight. They dropped everything. It ain't because of the play calling. If they catch them passes, they stay on the field. It ain't 3 and out. They had 3 and outs because they had 8 straight drops. It got to a point to where the announcer said, dang, if the team could help him out, it'll be a little bit better for Staub because he was just 12 for 16 and now he's 13 for 20 something because you guys just dropped the ball 8 straight times in a row. And both hands is on the ball. So I don't want to hear now. Ain't no play calling. Ain't no play calling, bro. That's catch the ball. Last year, CU had probably 10 drops all year. They had 13 drops in one game. CU ran the same screens last year. And them same screens did what? Put 5 receivers in the NFL. Well, 4. If you consider Zay, because they still did the same thing with Zay. So it ain't the plays, because those same plays got Travis in the league, got Hunter and Horn in the league. All them boys got in the league doing the same plays, blocking and getting downfield. Why are we not seeing it? It's not because the plays, it's the players. The players not making the plays. And to sit here and be like, oh, it's the coaches. When you got 5 guys in one gap and a running back busts through the hole at 205 and all you see is white jerseys tidal waving down in front of them. It's the players not making the play. Why you diving at feet? Why you diving at hips? Run through a hip. Who teaching them how to tackle? I don't know, but they're not doing it. Certain things you could say it's the coaches, but not everything. And today, definitely not the coaches.
I see it from a different perspective. To me, I just said K. Saul was fit for this game. He was definitely the fit to beat them because when Allen was injured, the defensive tackle, you supposed to exploit that run game up the middle. They didn't even do that really. I would have targeted him when he came back in the game because he injured. They didn't do that. And K Saw, they need to start running the ball more because you agree. They receive with dropping pass. If you drop pass, you're not going to touch the ball. Run the ball. Quarterback and running back.
Look, I don't even think K Salt would have got the ball to them guys. And I don't think he would have did no better. I mean, I know you think K Salt is him, but I still don't. And like I said, if them guys catch half of the balls they drop, Staub got over 300 yards passing, maybe with a couple touchdowns. Different game. Let's say they catch every pass that they got in their hands. That boy got 400 yards passing. It's a different game. I'm not hearing it was the play calls. It wasn't none of that. It was the players missing tackles and dropping the ball. You got to put it on the players, man. I played on team. You can't blame the coach when you missing tackles. You can't blame the coach when you're dropping the ball. You just can't. I know everybody would have gone a Bass Prime train, but it ain't that because it's the players, bro. That's it and that's all. And even if K Salt was in there, would they got the same drops? It would have been the same thing. The receivers ain't catching the ball tonight. They dropped everything, bro. Like I said, I've been watching CU for 3 years since Prime been there. I ain't never seen this many drops. Even when they went 4-8, they didn't have this many drops. It was more sacks than drops. If Shador would have had 3 sacks tonight, he putting up 500 yards because everybody catching everything. And they just dropped too much, bro. Like I said, Omarion had that one drop against like Arizona State when they beat Scatterboo in 23. And I think he probably had one more drop last year or something, maybe 2 drops. I ain't never seen O drop 3-4 passes. Maybe Russ. Joe dropped 3-4 passes tonight. Sincere, 3-4 passes tonight. Marion, not Marion, but Draylon Miller, same thing, 3-4 passes. Everybody, even at tight end, dropping 2 passes. Like, bro, that's too many passes. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. I don't care who calling plays. You can have. I don't care who you call. You're dropping the ball. Like, and you can't get in rhythm because you're dropping the ball. It ain't the calls. And I get it. People want to say, "Oh, Prime." No, that game was perfect. If they execute, it's a game. I don't know why they went away from running the ball because maybe they seen something passing because they had it if they just catch the ball.
No, I was never talking about passing the ball. I said running the ball. They was supposed to run it more. We know they dropping passes, of course. I was talking about they need to run the ball more with Case Salter. They could have just put him in, to run, be a dual threat like he came out of high school with. Because obviously, and I heard Jordan Season say this. He said this last week, if I'm not mistaken, that he said they need to run the ball more. And I think he's frustrated by being in pass protection.
Yeah, you're right on that. They do got to run it. When they came out in the second half, I thought they was gonna run like twice and then pass, but they ran, then pass. And I was like, oh, then they got out of there, and that was it. That was it for the third quarter. Like the third quarter went like this: kickoff, Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech with the ball for 8 minutes. They gave the ball back at 6 minutes and 3 seconds or something. CU got the ball after they kicked the field goal. I think they was down then 16-7 or something.
Yeah.
Yo, it was 16-7. Then they went up 19-14.
Yep.
They went up 19-14. CU go out there, go in and out, get a ball right back.
Yeah, they gave it right back on that series.
It was 5 minutes left. Houston ran the ball all the way down to 1 minute and 30 seconds. CU got the ball right back again. Guess what happened again? Another 3 and out. They had the ball for about 50 seconds and gave it because they were trying to play catch up because they felt like they losing the game. But that was their lead to take the score. I knew when they was down 19-14, that 3 and out was it. They needed to stay on the field. But the drops, it ain't because of the plays. Because If they make the catch, they down the field. That's it. It's like, oh, it's a bad play because he dropped it. No, it was a good play. He just didn't catch the ball. But that was how that whole first half went. So fourth quarter come around, of course they 3 and out. Houston get the ball back with 58 seconds, take the ball to like the fourth quarter with like 11 minutes, and they finally score with the guy at 44 with the little fake whatever quarterback pass, and they finally running it. And they took like 7 minutes off the clock again. So when your defense is playing like soft tissue paper, because again, they don't, I don't know, they don't finish in practice. They don't go hard enough in practice. That I can't say.
But can we agree that Colorado defense was more on the field today than the offense was? Or you don't agree with that?
No,
I
totally agree with that. I ain't saying, I'm not saying that.
You can't blame that on the defense. That's why I said with Houston injury prone offense and defense, you was supposed this is a game for K-Saw with his leg, and then you let him exploit with the pass. But you run the ball with him and the running back, and then throw a little bit to the receiver. Because you know your receiver's not that good and they young. This for K-Saw. This is not for what's the quarterback name?
Stop with the look, man.
No, he's good. No, he's good, but your team is young. You need to run the ball more. If you win by 7, take the 7. If you win by 3, take the 3. As long as you win. But this offense right now is young and it's built for rain. That's all I'm saying. For offense, for the quarterback and running back, because your receiver is young. They got freshman, sophomore receiver. What season they have?
They gotta make a catch, man. You on the field. Oh yeah, young stuff.
Yeah. So let's be honest. You would have ran. If you was coach, you would have ran the ball more because you seen your team young. You don't have no seniors.
I would have ran it because,
and you know they injured.
They were starting to snap. Yeah, no boy was pulling. So and when they couldn't get back on the field, I knew it was bad because boy on the sideline resting. I knew that too. But see, that wasn't. Maybe they were going to run the ball if they just catch one of those passes. Like, bro, let's get from down here so we can kind of like milk a little bit, like midfield. I think that was more because the way Staub went into the half, why you kind of want to keep him rolling. He kind of was feeling comfortable out there. But when your receivers is dropping your passes, like it's like, dang, bro, catch the ball so we can keep cooking. That's all it was. I get you saying that from the hindsight, yeah, keep running the ball in the second half because you didn't make those 2 passes. But going into the half, coming out, Staub was hot off the field already, like 8 minutes, 6 minutes in the second quarter. Let's kind of get some field and keep some clock and like let's get down the field. Come on, let's get these passes. We're gonna run the ball because you don't want to kind of you still want to kind of put some points up, keep everything in manageable. So, like I said, when you drop the ball, it's bigger than most people think. That's why you got to catch every pass, man. And this, like I said, if Joe would have caught that ball coming down, or O would have caught that ball, he touchdown. Like it's so much stuff we could have, could have, would have. But that defense got to be more physical. They got to tackle, man. And it's the angles, man. They all take. I've been saying, I don't know what happened in college football, but they don't finish pursuit. They don't tag. They don't pursue. They don't cross face mask in practice. They all kind of they look and then they jog and they give up moving towards the play. Like, you would have got cut on my team. Like, they way more lenient now on teams. Like, you want your team to be like Michigan running through waves, like, because they teach them how to pursue, man. You got to be, if you, like, the goal is to get there before he get up. Even if you're not in the play, if it's a run to the other side, if it's a pass down the field, get there before you score. And if you score, get there before you come out the end zone. Like, it was certain, like, football tradition ain't the same. That's why it's so damn soft. But They defense is soft, bro, and it worries me. We got no linebackers, trash, poo butt. D line need mad help. Edges, we need Dancy back. Receivers need to take them gloves off and learn how to catch again. I'm super heated, bro. We're like trash, bro. Like we're super trash. Like let me stop.
Nah,
And this is
I
something
don't
you got to take
see,
week by week. Yeah.
That's trash
man.
performance.
I don't see you as trash. I see they have some gems there. It just you have a very young team, and it's fit for K Salter to run the ball. Now, if he don't go for it from here on out, I think, to be honest, if you lose like another game or two, play Juju and run the ball with the running back, and then see what Juju can, fish it out with him because he's gonna be the starter next year. Run the
Right,
ball more,
right.
and if you lose 5 games, you lose 5 games. Go with Juju, run the ball with your running back, and then get him some confidence and let him exploit the passing when it's down to build the confidence.
Right.
Because I see some the defensive line. I see some glimpses of the deep tackle and their defense end is good. It's just they on the field too long. Houston
Yeah.
had them on the field. You seen most of the third quarter.
They was on the field almost
I was
40 minutes,
tired of
man.
shit.
40 minutes. They were in there 36 minutes, bro. That's madman. Like who
Yeah.
you expect to play defense for almost an hour, bro? That's crazy, bro. And it's I would like you said, I agree with you on that. I'd rather if if the receivers don't want to really play for Staub and they just happy and they want to really play with Juju, forget it, bro. Get Juju ready, play him Delaware because I think that's what they really. It's really like I wouldn't say a bloom bloom, but I say it's really pushing for Juju. And go ahead, get him started, get him ready now. Juju knows he know his time coming because it's still not what people want. And I don't know if it's the receivers, I don't know if it's the quarterback. The team ain't pooping. Like the team can it's this the vital it's like you got a body, right? But you got vital organs. You can still be alive, but you're not at your best because you don't got your kneecaps. Because you can't literally move your kneecaps. Or like your back messed up. Like but you still here. That's what our team is. It's like we don't got a linebacker. We don't got a true free safety. We don't really have a so we do got nose guards, we do got but our edges are kind of like they don't have like that character of the edge room right now. That's for our defense. DBs, I don't know. They cheated our DBs tonight. Them two PIs, bro, got me. I swear to God, I had to go take a walk, bro. I was so bad, bro, when they called that fake PI on Vickers at the end zone. Offense, O line is the only thing I'm like, thank God we got an O line. Like
Yeah, the whole
running backs,
line is good.
we could be all right. Receivers,
Yeah.
I don't know what they think. They think they too good before they even scored a touchdown. Like y'all need to rethink yourselves. Like you need to go ahead and rethink yourself. Quarterback, it's all for Juju, bro. I don't see nothing else. Staub could be all right. If they would have called for Staub, he would have probably had 400 yards tonight. But I don't think they want to. Like deep down inside, they want to catch for Juju. I don't know. I don't know. That's how I look at it. That's how I see it, bro. From how it's looking like on TV. I don't think Juju gonna lead nowhere because it'd be crazy. Like it's still gonna be his team. But and then I think most of the O line gonna come back next year because like I think a few of them are juniors and I think like a
Yeah.
couple of them like straight seniors, so they got a fifth year or whatever. They can come back. D line too. If they all come back fifth year, we're gonna be much better next year. This year, just trying to win. Just try to win, bro. Because
Yeah.
we can't count on our receivers right now at all. Like
I'll just say start Juju and do what Michigan did with their freshman quarterback. They run the ball more. Pound their ball.
yeah,
And give the receiver don't like it. Well, shit, fuck it. We keeping the two best ones
catch the
until
ball.
Juju ready.
They don't
Yeah,
deserve to get mad now. They some
yeah, they
before
don't.
they could have got mad. Now they can't get mad.
Man, I don't know, man. We'll see
Super
what
can't get
happens
mad, bro.
next week, though.
It's we play who we play Wyoming. Man, we about to murder them guys. It's like, but this week, bro, it said too much. Maybe it's a good thing, maybe it's a bad thing. Hopefully they can make some stuff happen in the next 2 weeks because we got BYU like coming up after this Wyoming game.
Oh yeah. BYU. That's the other
BYU.
one I was thinking of. Yeah.
And they got a running quarterback too, bro. And it's funny, we get like they quarterback got 100 yards. Their running backs didn't do nothing. They running backs got like 40 yards and 20 yards. Or something like that. 60 and 20. But their quarterback had like 100-something yards. Like, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I know. But hey, man, we'll see what happens the next game. Still got a few weeks to work out whatever they got to work out. But he seemed, he was like taken back in the press conference. He was like, I didn't expect this to happen. So,
Right. He didn't think
he got to
picked
go
up a
back
bunch
to the
of
drawing
duds.
board. Huh?
Yeah. He didn't think he picked up a bunch of duds on the defense. Like at the linebackers, bro. If that's the case, I would play what's the freshman? I don't think Coach Hart is he don't know how to coach linebacker, bro. I mean, I'm convinced. Last year, the scheme I was giving him, but now I don't know what he's doing with our linebackers. I don't know what I never seen our linebackers. I don't know what the edges or they zero backs. I don't know what are they like. What kind of I don't know what the world our linebackers are doing. Like I have no clue, like at all. Can somebody tell me what our linebackers are doing? Because they're not playing football. Till we get our linebacker room right and our linebacker room right, bro. Byard to what's back Byard Tafik Byard. He played pretty good. He remind me of Simon Craig, but we don't got no linebackers, bro. And it was showing up like they tried to play. What's the guy Myers, the JUCO transfer? But I don't
Yeah.
think he got
I
enough
know what you're talking about.
physicality. Yeah, he don't got enough physicality. Then French, he's making it look more obvious that he don't know what he's doing out there. Hughes, same way. They look like they could be good linebackers, but they don't feel, they don't gap scheme, they don't come down. They always trying to go over a guard. We get pushed off the ball on defense all the time. It's bad on defense, bro. I don't know. We need weight room. We need something. Technique. On season, bro. Who we play? Even Arizona 3-0 right now. You see that?
Yeah.
Arizona 3-0. We should be. How the way playing Kansas State looking? We should be able to beat Kansas State. And then who else we got? I don't even know, bro. Because if we play like how we played tonight, we going 1-11.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
Yeah,
man. We'll see what happens, man. I gotta sign off, but man, I appreciate y'all coming on. I probably go live tomorrow, talk a little bit about it some more, but yeah, it's interesting. You think it come down 100% to the play calling? How about that before I get off?
no, I can't blame the play calling when you drop the touchdown pass.
Okay.
I can't blame the play call. Like no one should, bro. Like I don't know people who they got. That's a gent. Like, look, if I call a perfect, let's move to a different sport. If I call a play in basketball and you're wide open and miss the shot, is it the coach's fault or the player's fault? It's the player's fault. The player got to execute somewhere, man. Maybe next week they get stickums and then they keep them. That's something I could hope for because if we butterfingers, it's no good.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm gonna sign off on that one, but I'll probably come back tomorrow. But I'm gonna go watch the highlights. But yeah, man, Thomas has been real. We'll do it again.
Yeah, man, I don't really want to keep going in on the bus like that. I love him too much to bus. You know what I'm saying? But man, I'm hot.
Yeah, man.
I'm hot, man. And it's not I can't blame the coaching because they dropping passes. And see
Yeah,
what
I know you were talking about the drop passes. So
it might be too much, sometimes they don't understand like you gotta beat your man, man. Contested catches is expected from you in power football. And sometimes, you gotta be wide open. I don't know. But they gotta make their catches, man. I'm just hoping that our receiver room bounce back and really step up next week, man. They just let me down a little bit today. But they're gonna be all right. It's like I said, if they make them catches, it's a different game, bro. It's a different game
right.
because Stott was rolling. He was 12 for 16, 120 some yards. Just ran a touchdown in. If he would have got rolling through a touchdown, they'd have been scared. They'd be like, "Who is this guy?" But when your people's dropping the ball, it's a bad game. But anyway, peace to the fam. I know everybody going to sleep. It's a late night, and we took a L. So, but keep it up, Coach Prime. Them guys got to step it up. And peace to the fam.
Yeah, man. It was yeah, I know it go back to the drop balls. We'll see what maybe it just they had an off week. But yeah, we'll see. We'll definitely see next time. Next one is a home game, I believe. So, but all right, y'all. Thanks for joining. I will catch you guys tomorrow. And yeah, man. Thanks for joining, man. It's another week down. These weeks be going by fast. They do. Last season went by fast. But all right, y'all.